Hello everyone and welcome to this 9th episode of Under the Covers with the Beatles. In today's episode we'll be covering P.S. I Love You. Is there a good cover of it? I'll let you know, little spoiler. No. You may have noticed also that I played Chains at the beginning of this video. Why did I do that? I'll tell you. Last week I discovered Blues Beatles with their brilliant version, of Love Me Do. I think it's better than the Beatles. You're more than welcome to fight me in the comments on last week's video. You'll lose. I would take you down. So I decided to look at the actual album that came off of, and that was called Let It Blues. What they've done there is they've taken the famous Beatles song Let It Be. You already know. And it's got Chains on it. And it's a really good version of Chains. So I'm throwing that into the ring of Chains. Is that any good? Is it better than the Beatles? You tell me. I'll put that also in today's description. So go check that out. It's pretty good. By the way, I'm not blowing smoke up the Blues Beatles' arse. Some of their covers, not so good. So don't think I'm a fanboy. So on with this episode. This episode has been the toughest for me so far. There's another song called P.S. I Love You. That was covered by, what's his name? Blue Eyes. Well, I can't remember his name. Frank Sinatra. I got it in the end, so I didn't look it up. Frank Sinatra is one of those people that covered the original P.S. I Love You. So I've heard the beginning of that song a lot. As usual, the other thing that doesn't really help with the early Beatles catalogue is that there's not a lot of covers out there, and the ones that were done are just sounding like the Beatles. I went on TikTok this week and I asked for help, and one person, Rory Suddens, I've got his name here, Rory Suddens, thank you mate, told me about the Smithereens. I had already listened to that, but unfortunately it is just Beatles sounding, and that's not really what I want to do with finding the best covers of the Beatles tunes. Quick recap of what I am doing here is that I'm going through every single Beatles album one by one and then track by track trying to find the best Beatles cover of that song, and also will it be better than the Beatles original? That's where you guys come in the comments. You can recommend and you can fight me if you think that I'm wrong, and you will find that you are wrong. It's all open for debate, obviously. People have different tastes in music. Like I said earlier, I really loved Love Me Do by Blues Beatles. I think it's better than the original. But you might not like blues, so, you know. But I'm doing this list, so what I say goes. Please like and subscribe if you like the idea of what I'm doing here, or if you just like being threatened by a fat bloke. Right, on with today's episode. P.S. I Love You should be called B.S. I Love You, because it's nothing good. There were a few I liked, obviously, and I mean a few. I've got 3. And one of those 3 were in my thanks but no thanks for last week. What's going on? In fact, I might bunch these 2 together. The first one is Keely Smith. She makes a reappearance. And the second artist is the Johnny Mann Singers, who was in my thanks but no thanks last week. They're similar sounding. Here they are.
As I write this letter, send my love to you. Remember that I'll always be in love with you.
Treasure these few words till we're together. Keep all my love forever. P.S.
I love you.
You.
They were both from 1964. And then there was nothing of merit until 2006. And I'm embarrassed to include this one. But I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, guys. This is Barbara Dickson.
I'll be coming home again to you, love, until the day I do, love. P.S. I love you.
So yeah, that was Barbara Dickson. I never listened to her. I'm not a huge fan. But she did a different enough cover of P.S. I Love You to be included. And that was it for this week. Oh, I do have a thanks but no thanks. So that's it for this week. It's not been great, has it? Please go and check out my previous videos. If this is the first one you've experienced, I promise you, they are better than this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you nothing and it does me the world of good for my, boosts my ego, makes me want to do this. At the moment, last week I had 8 individual people watch my video. 8. Maybe 9. It's sad. It's sad. Please come back next week when we'll be doing Baby It's You, which was a cover version by the Beatles in the first place. But we'll be checking out the original and also checking out if there are other good cover versions. There you go. You may go. See you later. I'm off. Oh dear me. What a bloody shambles. Oh dear. Wasn't it good? Wasn't it fine? Isn't it madness that he can't... Oh shit.